I'm taking charge of Derby County with the ultimate goal of winning the Champions League. But it's not going to be easy, because they're currently sat mid-table in the Championship, and have had a really rocky 5 years, even suffering relegation. But that is where I come in, because I'm going to bring some stability to the Rams, and build an amazing team that at some point will lift the Champions League trophy. But as you've seen from the title, no transfers, no youth academy, no scouting system, I am only allowed to sign free agents. So here we go, guys. We start season 1 with the Rams, with the team looking like this. And for the Championship, it's not that bad. I mean, granted, it is a pretty aging team, but I reckon within 2 seasons we can sort this out. But on the flip side, there are solid youngsters at the Rams, like 22-year-old Kenzo, 22-year-old Aaron Cashin, and 25-year-old Jacob Widdell Zetterstrom. But back on the other flip side, we've got 5 players currently out on loan to us, and 2 or 3 of these would legitimately transform this team if they were permanent deals. There is also 3 mil in the budget to start off with, but as you know, this is a free agent only video, and with that we've got 2 rules to follow this time. The first one being we can't sign any Mexican free agents in season 1. I'm sorry guys, they're just way too overpowered. And the second rule is I can only have a maximum of 4 regens in the starting 11 at any given time. Yeah, this one's a bit tricky. This doesn't mean, however, I can't have regens on the subs bench, but I'm only restricted to 4 in the starting 11 at all times. This could legitimately be the most challenging free agent video I've ever done, but hopefully I can still turn this Derby County side into the world's best club. But as always guys, before we get ahead of ourselves with the free agent signings, we've got to try and mess around with these tactics first. So I'm sticking with the current formation, the 4-3-3 holding, and we're going to play a counter-attacking build-up style with a very deep line, because quite frankly our back 4 aren't that quick. As for the player instructions though, as you can see, I'm going for something really different. I'm going to try and play to everybody's strengths in the team, everybody apart from Osborne, that is. But if I'm being honest, I do see this backfiring. As for the starting 11 itself, I have meddled with the team, and this is what I feel like is our strongest and highest potential squad that we can field. And honestly, I was hoping for better. I mean, our front 3 in midfield, I wish there was more potential and strength there, but our defense and keeper roles aren't that bad. But this is where our budget comes in. Remember, no Mexican signings in season 1, and we're allowed a max of 4 regens in the starting 11 at any given time. So with that being said, I'm going to get our first one out of the way straight away, and Mustafa Ibrahim, only 16, 67 rated, and for his age he's got some really good stats. I'm taking a gamble with this one guys, but he is indeed going to be our first signing. Now there are stronger centre backs that we'll have to loan out to make sure he gets game time, but I'm confident if we give him enough time he'll come good. But I'm not finished yet guys, because I'm going for left winger Florinal Koeman, only 26, already 74 rated. Great pace in dribbling, to be fair. We just need to bump his shooting up and he'll be a fantastic left winger. But as for the other side of the pitch, I'm going for Alexander Nazarenko, only 24 himself, 72 rated. I'm actually buzzing with this. I wasn't happy with our front 3, as you know. Now we've got a left winger and a right winger, but now we've got less than $1 million in our budget, and as you can see we've got some contracts to sort out, and we need to look after our coaching system, so that's our transfer window done. But there is one more thing I wanted to do. Nazarenko is going to be converted to a right winger. Is he going to go up in rating? Yes he does. That's actually brilliant. But that is us officially done for season 1 guys. This is the team as we enter our first year in charge of the Rams, and trust me when I say my expectations aren't very high. I just want some of these youngsters to show improvement so we can try and build the team around them for the next 2 to 3 years. And I'm definitely expecting Nazarenko and Koeman to carry this team. If they don't pull at least 15 goals each this season, I'll be kind of disappointed. So we've simulated to the end of season 1, and I'm officially disappointed. Only 1 player cracked over 15 goals, and that was Jerry Yates, and I didn't even realise this. He's only on freaking loan to us. Koeman got 18 goal contributions, to be fair to him. Nazarenko got 10, but I'm expecting more from them in season 2. But guys, I can't be too harsh on them. We finished mid-table in season 1. 60 points on the board and only 16 away from the playoffs. Honestly, this is a really solid start for our journey with the Rams. As for the FA Cup, we did make it to round 4, but Villa knocked us out. And Bristol knocked us out to the Carabao Cup. But this team on paper looks solid, man. Just a couple of fullbacks, maybe strengthen our midfield and get a better striker. And we could potentially push for the playoffs next season. And one good thing about next year, we can sign any free agent we want, and there's still a fair few Mexican free agents we can bring in. So if they are still available next year, you better believe I'm signing these guys. But as I've already said, this is a very solid start with this Derby County side, and hopefully it can just get better from this point onwards. But before we get to Season 2, if you're enjoying this video so far, drop it a big old thumbs up and smash that subscribe button if you're new. So here we go, guys. Season 2 with the Rams, and it's time to try and take this team from mid-table to the playoffs. And we've got 8 million to spend in Season 2, and this time we've got no limit on who we can spend this on as long as they're free agents. But there's some positions and some players in this team that I want to leave alone for now. For starters, I want to leave our keeper alone, our 2 centre-backs in Ibrahim and Cashin, our centre midfielder, and our 2 wingers, but the rest of this team is fair game to being replaced. So with that being said, the time for talk is over. It's time to dive into this free agents list to see what it's got in store for us. And one player I found looks absolutely amazing, Aldin Salihovic, 1875 rated. I'm pretty sure this guy is Edin Dzeko's regen. His stats look really good, but then again, he is 5'10". I'm pretty sure Edin Dzeko's like 6'3". But honestly, I'm not fussed. All I know is we've just signed a very promising striker, and we're about to sign another very promising player in Eric Lira, a Mexican CDM in his mid-20s. I mean, I did say last year I was going to snap up a Mexican player or two, and this guy is definitely going to be one of them. And after those 2 signings, it has to be said, this team looks so much better already. Now, we do still have 6 million to spend, but I've gone through this free agents list and there's nobody else I can really bring in. I mean, granted, I have found players that short-term would be amazing, but long-term, they just wouldn't be a fit. So for Season 2, I'm leaving the team like this. But in fairness, guys, I don't think we need much more work doing to this team to get us ready for the Prem. Maybe a better defense and midfield is all we're after, guys, but our front 3 is going to be absolutely electric in the Championship. I mean, especially Salihovic. I am expecting at least 20 goals from him this year. So if sim to the end of Season 2, and Salihovic is going to 79 rated, but he was our 3rd top goal scorer this year, man. Okay, you know what? I'll give him the benefit of the doubt because he's young. But Cohen stepped up, so did Osborne, Mendes, Lang, and Nazarenko. And looking at this team now, guys, I'm so beyond happy with the improvement. I mean, yes, our fullbacks are quite weak, and so is Osborne, but the rest of the team, I'd actually argue, are almost Premier League standard. But we're unfortunately not quite there yet, as we do finish 10th at the end of Season 2. But this time, we're only 9 points outside of the playoffs, so providing we get the players that we need next year, we could be looking at promotion for Season 3. As for the FA Cup, we've had another great showing. We made it to round 5 this time. But Stockport knocked us out of the Carabao Cup. But coming back to the team, guys, I am beyond happy with it. Not just because players are improving as well. It's because, like I promised you guys, within 2 years, we have solved our age crisis. Our highest rated players, none of them are even close to being 30 years old. And we only have 2 regens in the team so far, in Ibrahim and Salihovic, and both of them look really promising early on. We just need 2 to 4 really solid players next year, and we'll see Derby County jump from 10th in the league to the playoffs, or maybe even automatic promotion. Okay, guys, Season 3 with the Rams, and it's finally time to try and take that next step in making these boys Premier League. And it's like I've already said, guys, we just need to sort our defense out and bolster our midfield, and there should be nothing that stops us from achieving that. The only thing, however, that will stop us if this free agents list does not deliver like it didn't last year. But to be fair, guys, so far so good. Olivier Deman, a left back who's 26, 75 rated. I mean, his stats are woeful for a 75 rated left back, but he is a much stronger left back than Aldo, which means we're definitely signing him. And following him is centre mid Razvan Marin from Romania, 30 years old granted, but he is 75 rated. Plus, he's a year younger and 3 ratings higher than Ben Osborne, so this signing is a no-brainer. But guys, I have saved the absolute best till last. Luciano Gallo, 18, 6'1", 78 rated with 21 million. Insane physicality for his age, good pace and defending as well. And because he's only replacing Ibrahim in that starting 11, that means that the number of regions we've got in our team is still 2. So no matter how you look at it, this is a massive W, especially when he's going to take us one step closer to promotion. But we're going to leave the window there because those 3 free agents were the best that free agents list had to offer, which means this is the team going into our 3rd year in the championship, and I have a strong feeling it might be our last. Because not only do we have a front 3, which in fairness is good enough to play in the Premier League, we have massively improved the team where it needs improving the most with these 3 signings. I mean, if this team doesn't at the very least make the playoffs this year, I don't know where we're going wrong, because I feel like we're doing everything right. So we simulated through the season, and we are in the playoffs alongside Nottingham Forest, Ipswich and Luton Town. And I've just this second realised just how scummy those playoffs are. Could we have any more difficult teams in them? And this is what I mean, man. We get knocked out in the semis by the Tractor Boys, 3-2 on aggregate. That's so unlucky. And we were only 6 points off automatic promotion. You know what though? Bigger picture, we are making progress, and big progress at that, every single year. As for the FA Cup, it's still a half decent run. We made it to round 4 this time, and we made it to round 3 of the Carabao Cup. But looking at the team, guys, there's only one goal we've got for next year, man, that's acceptable, and that is promotion one way or the other. I mean, the stats granted aren't anything amazing, but gradually, each and every year, they are getting better and better. But I feel like to absolutely solidify our promotion chances next year, we need a better right back than Wilson, we need a better keeper than Zetterstrom, and maybe if we can, we need a better left back than De Man. But truth be told, if I see any really high rated free agents on this list next year, no matter where they play, I'm definitely going to sign them. And as we enter season 4, guys, that is exactly what I've done. As I've managed to sign Ruben Loftus-Cheek for absolutely nothing. He's 81 rated, 6'3". I know he's in his early 30s, but at the very least, we'll get a maximum of 2 good years out of him. And just look at that midfield trio now. That could do a job in the Prem, never mind the Championship. And joining Ruben Loftus-Cheek is indeed Jeremiah Conan Ledesma, granted mid-30s, but he's an 80 rated keeper, and he's exactly what we need. He's a short-term solution to a long-term problem, but he'll defo help us reach the Premier League. And finally, I am taking a huge gamble with this one, guys. Hugh Steele, a 16-year-old right back who's 76 rated. The only reason I'm signing him is because our current right back, Kane Wilson, is mid-20s and he's only 74 overall. So even if he doesn't pan out to be world-class, he's still better than Kane Wilson. So with that being said, we just signed him on a 5-year deal to wrap this transfer window up. However, I am hoping that free agents list delivers better goods next year, man, because Coman's now almost 30 years old. We got Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who is in his early 30s. Ledesma's mid-30s as well. So to be fair, signing Loftus-Cheek and Ledesma long-term could realistically bite us in the backside if we aren't careful. But short-term, guys, it's defo going to be a success, because this team right now is definitely good enough to win the Championship. Hell, it could win the Conference League. Especially if Aldin Selivic is on form this year, man. He could legitimately make this his breakout year. So we simulated another season to see if we've got promotion. And we've finally done it! We are champions of the Championship with 100 points. We are finally Premier League with the Rams. It took us 4 long years, but you know what? Better late than never. As for the FA Cup, it's been our worst performance so far as we get knocked out in round 3. And we made it to round 4 of the Carabao Cup. But I seriously couldn't care less. We finally got the Rams with free agents only Premier League football. And I'm really not surprised when we got Salivic in the team, 40 goal contributions in 50 games. What did I tell you? This was his breakout year. And I'm honestly not even bothered about surviving the Prem next year, because this team is good enough to compete in Europe, never mind just scraping survival. However, there are things we need to do next year, one of which being look for a keeper younger and better than Ledesma. We need a better left back than De Man, and we need to try and bolster this midfield. If we sort that out, we're going to overachieve in Season 5. So here we are, guys, our 5th year in charge of the Rams, and we are finally in the Prem. And most people would settle for survival, but guys, I think this team is too good for that. I want to try and compete for European football. That's my target for this season. It's now just a question of, will this free agents list come in clutch for us? Because if it does, that may just happen. And you know what? It's not a bad start. I found Swedish fullback Joe Mendes, mid-20s, 78 overall, can play right or left back. Decent dribbling, defending on pace as well. I mean, maybe there's potential there, I'm not sure. All I know is he's better than our current left back, which is why I'm signing him. But guys, I've ran into an issue. I cannot find another single decent real player to sign from this free agents list. But I have found all of these regens, which I definitely could sign, and it would definitely improve the team, but I can't because of that one rule. Because there's Steele, Gallo, and Selavic in the team, I'm only allowed one more regen signing, remember? So somehow, I've got to pick between these three, and truth be told, I haven't got a freaking clue who to go for. I mean, Jovanovic would be the perfect replacement for Loftus-Cheek. We definitely need a long-term keeper, and I'd be a moron to turn down Mohamed Salah's regen. But I think I've made my mind up, and I think it is the smartest decision. I have gone for the goalkeeper, ladies and gents. Carl Lawrence just signed for us on a 5-year deal. Because if all else fails, guys, at least our last line of defence is absolutely spot on. So here is the team entering the Premier League season for the first time, and honestly, I think we're going to smash it. Because whilst there is weaknesses in this team, there are far more strengths. And you better believe come the end of this campaign, I want Derby County to at the very least make the top 6. So we simulated our first Premier League season, and we're in the top 6. We've just missed out on top 4, but honestly, I don't give a rat's backside. We've got European football. Next year though, you better believe I'm going for the UCL. As for the FA Cup, Aston Villa have actually won this, but you know what? I think I need to show you something. We beat them in round 6 of the FA Cup 2-0, but for some reason, guys, Aston Villa went through and we went out. Robbed. No other word for it. We've been freaking robbed. I'm not even asked about the Carabao Cup, to be fair. What I'm bothered about, though, is how this team looks. And right now, guys, I can't really pick a fault with it. I mean, granted, we do have a bit of an age problem, but hopefully over the next couple of years, we'll be able to sort this out. But right now, it doesn't look like it's bothering us too much, as the stats are looking fairly solid. Selavic, again, getting 23 goals and 4 assists in 43 games. And with us getting top 6 football, guys, we're in the Europa League next year, and honestly, looking at the teams in this competition, I'm fairly confident we can do quite well. We just need to bolster this defence if possible, improve our midfield by replacing Loftus-Cheek with someone younger, and then from there, guys, it should be smooth sailing. Now, guys, we've arrived in Season 6, and I have managed to replace Ruben Loftus-Cheek with someone better, but not exactly someone younger, as I've just managed to sign Bernardo Silva. Now, I'm aware he's mid-30s, but he's also a fantastic player still at his age, and he could help us get UCL football. But I'm not done there, guys, as I've found centre mid Ramon Torres, 28, 82 rated, so even with us signing Bernardo Silva, we've got Loftus-Cheek's replacement straight away. And there they are in the team, ladies and gents, and unfortunately, that is all we're going to do in this window. Because the only other thing I'd like to do is find a better left-back than Joe Mendes, and literally no other left-back on that free agents list is better than him. There isn't a regen. And as you can see from the bench, because we're dropping our starting 11 players for our new signings, we've got quite a bit of depth as well. But considering we can only use 4 regens in the entire starting 11, I'm damn happy with how we've done so far. Especially considering we've got European football, and you better believe I want to win this. As we've started well in the Premier League too, I don't think we're going to win this, but I'd love a top 4 finish. I suppose time will tell, guys, but Bernardo Silva has already gone down in rating. Have we made a mistake in signing him? Well, we've just simmed to the end of the season, and we are top 4. We've got Champions League football next year. So I don't think Bernardo Silva going down in overall really made a difference. I mean, in fairness, we did have a stinker in the FA Cup, only making it to round 3. But we've won the Carabao Cup. Oh my god, we got Champions League football and we've won silverware. I swear if we won the Europa League, I'm going to do a backflip. And that backflip might actually happen, as we are 10th in the league phase and we go to the playoffs, where we get past Victoria Pleasant, but lose on pens to Athletic Bilbao. So for now, guys, my bedroom floor is safe and sound. But overall, I'm buzzing with how we've done this year. We've got this team, this Derby County side, Champions League football. And as you can see from the stats, it's been a collective effort from our front 3 and our centre mid to rats. The problem we're facing at this point, the team is that good right now. I don't think we're going to get any other player into this team that isn't a regen. I mean, granted, we have been lucky with certain players like Ruben Loftus-Cheek, Bernardo Silva, and of course Ramon Torres. But I don't think we're going to get any other players into this this team. If we do, we are incredibly lucky. But as we enter the new season with the Rams, as it turns out, we are indeed that lucky. Because Alex Garcia is a free agent, 85 overall. Granted, he is 33 years old, but all we're going to get now is Goldie Oldies. But we now have a seriously talented midfield trio, so I really don't care how old he is. To be fair though, guys, we're not done yet, because I found Dragowski, a 32-year-old keeper who will do a great job as our backup. I found Alexis Sailmakers, 231, 80 rated. He'll make a good backup for either one of our wingers. And finally, Scott McTominay, 33, 80 overall. I mean, you'll notice a pattern with all these players. They're all in their early 30s. It's like I said, guys, Goldie Oldies. And they've definitely improved the bench. We can't fault that, but that's not really where we need the improvement, is it? Ideally, we did need a stronger left back, maybe a stronger centre back than Cashin, but at this point, that is absolutely not going to happen. And that's not the best news in the world, is it? Especially when we're finally in the UCL. But to be fair, we're smashing it so far in the Premier League, so maybe I'm being a bit too harsh. I do feel like it's going to be an insane carry job from some of these players. However, you never know, do you? It's football. Anything can happen. So we've simulated season 7, and we have massively flopped. We are 7th in the Premier League. I mean, what the hell's happened here? The thing is, we did everything possible to get the Rams ready for this season, man. There's literally nothing more we could have done. I mean, it doesn't help that we dropped a stinker in the FA Cup, losing to freaking Luton. And we made the Carabao Cup final and lost to Nottingham Forest. We could have got back-to-back Carabao Cups. But compared to every other competition, we smoked the league phase of the UCL. We're 4th, going straight through to the round of 16, where we smashed Benfica 5-1, we battered Leverkusen, and we battered Bayern. We're playing Athletic Bilbao in the final. Oh, this is poetic. Last year, they knocked us out of the Europa League, and now we got a chance to beat them to win the Champions League. And this should be easy considering their strikers, Kai Havertz. They definitely aren't scoring past us. But when our strikers gain 48 goal contributions and our right winger is getting 39 goal contributions this year, you know there's a great chance we can score a couple of goals in this final. As this is the team going into the final, and I'll be completely honest with you, this has been a complete carry job. I mean, we've got Steele, Cashin, Mendes, Garcia, who realistically have no right being in the Champions League final, do they? But players like Nazarenko, Salihovic, Koeman, Hahn, Gallo, Lira, they have all done an absolutely insane job carrying this team to the Champions League final. But overall, I think considering we've only been able to use 4 regents in the starting 11 at any given time, we've done an amazing job. And we could finish it off right now by winning the Champions League, as all we got to do is beat Athletic Bilbao in the next 90 minutes. Here comes Athletic Bilbao with Chuck Weezy. Look at that from Go on, Mendes, son. Garcia is on the ball. He's going to look for that run from Koeman. He's got it. Koeman is on the ball. He's away. Okay, he's really away. Koeman could make it 1-0, and he does. 11 minutes in, Koeman makes it 1-0 in the UCL final. Man, what a start to this game, man. That all started with the Joe Mendes tackle. Bilbao are on the attack now. That's a good block. Oh, wait, whoa, that's not a penalty, is it? That can't be a penalty. What the freaking hell? Nah, that is... Oh, there's no way that's handball for that. I cannot believe this. Okay, top left. Oh, you are joking. Bro, we literally dived the right way. If he was a second later, that would have been... And I've just realised Havertz scored the goal. Oh, my God. Honestly, screw Kai Havertz, the overpaid goofy sod. You know, until they scored that penalty, which shouldn't have been a penalty, I was all over him. But now it's a really even game. But Nazarenko has a chance to hit them on the break. He's done really well. Look at him go. Fair play to him. Oh, that's a gorgeous ball. Salihovic to make it 2-1. And he takes full advantage of it. Salihovic, man, what a freaking player he turned into, by the way. Nazarenko with a great run, beautiful through ball, cutting Bilbao in half, and Salihovic from there, never missing. We just need to keep this going, we just need to keep our foot on the gas. No stupid mistakes and no more bloody penalties for Kai Havertz. As we've got Nazarenko on the ball once again, we're going to... Oh, that's a gorgeous ball in. Can he... Oh, what a freaking save. That was offside anyway, but bloody hell, fair play. Second half now, Bilbao pushing forward. And I do not want to admit this, but this really is a much closer game than I thought. I fully expected to go into this game and annihilate the one. Gone. Saying that, though, we could have a third goal here. Oh, great save. I thought for sure that was going to be Salihovic's brace. Taretta's on the ball now. Oh, we're going to find Salihovic again. Oh, he's done amazing there. Can we go near post with this? Oh, forced another save. Coman on the corner. That's a good delivery in back post. Oh, I thought that was in. Bloody hell, Salihovic with the attempt again. He's doing everything now but hitting the back of the net. But Bilbao coming forward again. Oh, that is fantastic keeping. Seriously, he has just saved our bacon there. Clear this ball away. Get it away. Ah, good keeping again. Wait, hang on. There's no way that's another penalty. What the hell was that for? Salihovic, what did you do? I mean... Oh, there's no way that's another handball. This ref's got it against me, man. Bottom right. Oh, he's gone left again. I hate Bilbao, man. They're doing my head in. Goodness sake, we were on top of the game. Literally no worries at all. And then Bilbao get 2 penalties. What the frickin' hell's going on? I can't believe how close this game is, man. This should have been dead and buried in the first frickin' half. But Taretta's on the ball. We're going to spot Nazarenko. Nazarenko to make it 3-2. Oh, my days. Who is this keeper? Here come Bilbao, though. Oh, that is great defense. There's no way that's another handball. For goodness sake, man, give me a break, ref. Just do your freaking job, but not as freaking anally. This has got extra time written all over it, and I can't believe it's actually going to be because of 2 freaking handballs that led to 2 penalties. But here we come. Nazarenko on the ball. Okay, Guendouzi's in chase. We can cut inside. Salihovic. Okay. Oh, bloody hell. Yep, extra time. I cannot believe this. Okay, they were starting pretty damn strong with Coman coming on the left side of the pitch. Can he get a goal? And he does! 2 minutes into extra time. We could have got the winner. Coman, straight from break, basically did exactly what he did for his first goal, and it's freaking worked. I can't believe this, man. Left his defenders for dead, left foot of dreams, bottom right corner, Bob's your uncle. Now, for God's sake, nothing daft anymore, man. No handballs, no nothing. As here we come once again. Oh, referee, you dirty twat. Yep, red card. Send his dirty ass off. I swear, if even after a red card going down to 10 men, we don't win this game, I'm going to go nuts. Now, time for the second half of extra time. We're coming up pretty quickly. Oh, I see that run. Mbian can come and get there. I was fully going to whack that first time as well, man. That could have been a great goal. Here comes Garcia again. Maybe the second time. Okay, first time. We're going to hit that, and it's a freaking goal. Koeman with a hat-trick in the Champions League final. Our very first signing of this video as the Rams manager turns into the player who actually makes us the best team in the world. What a story, man. And there's still time to go to get his 4th as well. But Bilbao aren't giving up just yet. Oh my God, they may actually get a 3rd. Oh no, I beg. No, thank God for that great keeping. Well, that lasted long, didn't it? I mean, how many freaking parries are you going to have to do? What's our defender doing there, by the way? But it doesn't matter, guys. After 120 minutes, we finally got to win it, and that is indeed us. With free agents only using 4 regens in the entire starting 11 in 7 seasons, we've taken the Rams from the Championship to being the Champions League winners. And I'll be real, I'm so freaking relieved we actually pulled that off, man. I did not think we were actually going to do it. But as Gallo holds that trophy, he lifts it up to make the Rams Derby County officially the world's best club. And that means my job, thankfully, is complete and done. If you have enjoyed this video and want to see more content like this, drop this vid a big old thumbs up and smash that subscribe button if you're new. And if you want to watch another video of mine, YouTube recommends you watch this one.